Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and welcome to Frosty76201's YouTube toy review channel. Today we are going to actually be reviewing the Red Power Ranger Legacy helmet. It just arrived today from Amazon.com, so I'm really excited about this. First things first, let's take a look at the actual box right here. Now, the first impression of the box, it's a lot thinner. So I was honestly worried that the helmet would be small. I honestly thought it might be child size for a second there. Here's a couple of descriptions on the back. Kind of gives an estimate. Now my box does have a little bit of tear, and it came out of the Amazon box just like that. So that was a little disappointing. But otherwise, it's got a lot of information. Here we have the backstory to the Power Rangers, which by now I think everyone knows. And if you turn it to the other side, we actually get Jason's personal backstory. It says it's one size fits most, anywhere between 21 to 23 inches. It is supposed to be show accurate. It is made by Bandai. Like I said in a previous post, Bandai does make all the Power Rangers toys and will continue to do so. They've been making Power Ranger toys since the very early 90s, so I don't really see that changing anytime soon. But let's take a look at the actual helmet itself. Now that is going to be right here. Now, once we see it, and here's like the little stand it comes on, we can see that the helmet is actually pretty good size compared to my head right here. And I've got a very large head, just kind of letting you know I'm 6'3", about 240 pounds. So I was afraid that this was not going to fit at all, but this is a really decently sized helmet. Now it comes with a helmet stand. It is black, and it does come apart, which I don't think a lot of reviewers have shown yet. Let me put the helmet off to the side so I don't damage that. Now the stand is in two pieces like this. It does lock in, and you're going to see like a little bar back here that's going to go into this little slot. And this right here is a hairnet. Now, I've got lengthy hair, so I will be using the hairnet when I put the helmet on, just to kind of hide that a bit. And it's going to come with this. It doesn't lock into anything inside the helmet. The helmet just sits there. It just kind of, there to look nice. And as you can see, it says Mighty Morphin Red Ranger right there. Nice gold foil right there. Easy to read. Love the font, actually. Great for a display piece. So if you don't plan on wearing the helmet, and you just want to use it as a shelf piece, this is good for that. Let's try. Now, let's try on the helmet itself. First, like I said, hairnet. I've got about mid-length hair, so let's go ahead and get everything tucked under here first. There we go. Everything's back. Now I went ahead and covered my ears just because, like I said, the length of my hair, you don't have to cover your ears, and you don't have to wear the hairnet if you don't feel comfortable with it, but just for me, I'm going to go ahead. Here's the helmet itself. Now, the way this works is you actually have two lashes right here. You're just going to kind of undo them both. Generally, all you want to do is simultaneously, and then the back comes off. Now, this is almost exactly like the way it does in the show. And as you can see, it's held together by this, looks like it's could be PVC, could be vinyl. Otherwise, it is like a plastic little hinge piece. And it does slide inside the helmet whenever you're actually trying to lock it up. Inside, you have what I call a hard hat harness. It is adjustable. Now, I have this between the 3 and 1 slots, which is fairly tight for my head. I can actually go down a little further and just have like the pegged into the number 1, which does make things a little loose. But I do want this to fit nice and snug. So first things first, let's go ahead and slide. Okay. Now, as you can see, this does fit snug around the back end right here. Nice and tight. The good thing is it's ventilated here, here, and underneath the eyes on the T-Rex itself. This prevents it from fogging up. Now, me having a larger head, it's a little claustrophobic in here, not gonna lie, and it does get pretty warm. Now, the next thing to do is line up your seams. Once everything's lined up, you just clip this on here. if you can get it. There it goes. Lock in place. Bring together around. Use your hands. And there it goes. Now I am able to see just fine out of the visor. I can see my hands. I've got excellent peripheral vision because this does wrap around like this. The only thing is I can't see from my nose down. So if you're using this for cosplay, don't expect to see your feet unless you physically look all the way down. It's a little hard to breathe in here, but that's probably more my personal problem than anything else. So I'm going to loosen this up just a bit. Let's go ahead and pull the back end off again. Okay, so we take that off, and we're going to undo here and here, and we're just going to put this last little notch in on the number 1. Make that a little loose for someone my size. All right. Okay, that's a little easier. It's a little looser. But the good news is I'm not feeling claustrophobic anymore. And see, it's a little loose. See, like that? You can almost see the bottom of my mouth right there. Ah! But it is a little loose, but not terrible. I can still, you know, I can still pull it on and off. I won't do any flips in this thing or anything like that, but this definitely makes things a little more comfortable for me. Hides my chin. My mouth isn't pressed up against these lips anymore. So it is adjustable. So if you have a large head, the good thing is this does fit large heads. And unless you're an absolute giant, this fits your average person. And me being, like I said, about 6'4", I think, which is above the normal average, it does fit comfortably if you adjust it well. Other than that, I do like the matte finish. I'm glad it's not too glossy. My fear is that if it were too glossy, if I did scratch it, it would be way too noticeable. This matte finish allows it to be worn with not that concern. Let's take a look at the actual details on the helmet itself now. So we're going to take this back off. So, the wonderful thing I like about this, like I said, this all slides forward, and you are going to have clips on either side, like that, and you are going to press them together. Once they are pressed together, you're going to use these to secure the bottom corners like this, and then it looks wonderful. The one thing I really like about this is the visor is so dark you can't see my eyes through it. Like, unless you're shining a light in there, my eyes stay hidden, which is perfect. Now, at the original setting, my lips were pressed right up against this, so that does make it difficult to breathe. It can be worn with glasses. I have tested that. So if you wear corrective lenses, you can keep those turned on, keep those placed on, and still be able to put on the helmet. It's got a lot of excellent detail. And what I love is right here, like I said, this is actually a vent to help kind of keep things from, getting too claustrophobic in there, so you're still getting some fresh air. But also, it's so well hidden, it just looks like it's part of the design. Same with the vents here and here on the back parts of the lens. It's right in there. If you are not looking for them, you won't notice them. Now, I know some people have said that you can take a black Sharpie and you can put it across, you can outline these teeth if you like. I'm not. I like to keep things as mint as they come. I mean, obviously I'm going to wear the thing, but I'm not going to alter it in any way, shape, or form. I feel like it's as good as I feel like it needs to be right here. This is going to be a lot of fun, especially when I get a complete costume. I'm going to put this together. I think my Halloween 2017 is spoken for. Red Ranger all the way. I love this thing. Now, this was $100. I ordered it from Amazon. I did the pre-order. So I was really, really excited waiting for this to come in, watching that shipping, waiting for the mail person to finally bring it with them. And when they did, I was really excited to have it in my hands finally. I actually even took it to work and everything. Actually had it at the office. So this was a lot of fun to take and show off. A lot of people who grew up in the 90s were very impressed. So, I mean, a lot of casual fans and a lot of hardcore fans both at my office were really excited to see this helmet. So, all in all, I would rate it, an easy 10. If you've got $100 that you want to spend on a cosplay item, I would recommend throwing it this way towards the Legacy Red Ranger helmet. I don't think for that price you can do any better. There are other helmets online. They're about $300-400 a piece. And they are fiberglass. They are high-end materials, but for $100, you're not going to get better than this. This is amazing, all things considered, for the price. But I'm gonna try it one more time on. I'm gonna put this off to the side so I get the hairnet back on. Because I've always, since I was 8 years old, have been wanting to do this one thing. So pardon me while I nerd out for just a moment here. So let's go ahead and open this back up once again. Little clips. Now it's already been pre-adjusted. Goes right on. Everything's there. It's nice and comfortable. And, like I said, always wanted to do this. Legacy morpher. Tyrannosaurus! Come on, who hasn't wanted to do that at least once? Alright, well my name is Nathan, and thank you for watching Frosty 76201's Toy Review. This is the Red Ranger Legacy helmet, available online at Amazon.com or at Toys R Us. Have a good day and continue being awesome.